Good morning and welcome to day 3 of Huel week. I'm actually feeling quite hungry today, so I'm going to hold off though because it's actually not far away from lunchtime. I slept in a fair bit, so I need to go to the shops. I need to go and buy a couple of things, and I need to post some stuff as well. So I'm going to go do that first before I eat anything, and then when I come back, I'll be sort of thinking about lunch. So. Let's go outside, and hopefully we don't catch something and die. Right, that's me back from the shop. Got myself some iron brew and some other bits and pieces. Picked myself up a wee scratch card as well. So I'll scratch that on film for you shortly. Keep things interesting. And after that, I'm pretty much just going to go have some lunch. So I've accidentally scratched a wee bit off because I wasn't filming when I started. But now I've got my scratch card here. So this is a Spin 100. It's got 7 games. You can win up to £100 on each one. And if there's a ×2 in the double spot, then you get double your prize. So this was a £2 scratch card. Let's give it a shot and see. I've got my lucky penny. Before I do that, through the magic of cinema, we flip the scene so you can see what's going on. All right. Game 1, well, we've got a 20 already, that's a good start. A necklace and a stack. Pish. And whatever that is at the bottom. A rainbow. Rubbish. Right, game 2. Let's go. A crown. A 20. Well, it's £20, a crown, and a gem, so nothing. Game 3, what have we got? Well, this one could be worth 40. We've got a necklace, a wallet and a gem. Garbage. Next up, this one's worth £4. We've got a plane, a gold key and a gold key. So, nothing. Loser. Right, next one. £5. We've got a purse, a suitcase, and a munter. Mini tire? I don't know what that's supposed to be, but no, loser. Right, 2 games left and we've still not won anything. So let's try game 6. So what have we got? How much is this one worth? £5. And we've got a vault, a star and a chest. Nothing. And the final game. Come on, baby. Let's at least win our £2 back here. Come on. Well, this one's worth £100. And we've got a coin, and a ring. Nothing. We had ×2 in the double spot, so we get to win double of nothing. Fantastic. Well, that's £2 down the sway. Well, that was a fruitless endeavour. So, feeling quite hungry actually. It's just after 12 o'clock, so I'm going to have my lunchy thing. Well, no, my breakfasty thing, I think, actually. I'm going to have one of the flavoured powders. So I've got the vanilla and the banana. I'm going to have the vanilla, but this time I'm going to add one of these. I've got my water poured. My Huel powder's there is the vanilla. And I'm going to do this one. This is berry flavour. Nondescript berry flavour. So it could be any kind of berry, but it's sort of pink. So I'm thinking a pinky kind of berry. There's lots of really interesting flavours there to try. I was almost, tempted to go for apple cinnamon, but I think maybe we'll try that one tomorrow. So I'm going to go for the berry. I'm going to add this to the water, add my scoops, and hopefully that makes it taste even nicer because the vanilla one was quite nice on its own. Right, we've got a vanilla shake with a berry booster flavour in there. Doesn't look any different in colour, although I think some of the berry stuff may have clumped together there because there are a few pink spots in there, but that's okay. Give it a little bit more of a mix. We'll mix it as we go as well. Right, let's give this a try. It definitely smells like berries. Yeah, that adds a decent berry flavour to it. It's still a bit light on the berry flavour, same as the banana was on the banana flavour, but it adds just enough, I would say. That's nice. Still a bit of a powdery texture to it. Might try blending it tomorrow and see how that comes out. But it's not bad. It's edible. And yeah, adding that berry definitely adds a nice little bit of flavour. So yeah, happy with that. Right, so still pretty, I wouldn't say I'm full, but I'm not hungry. That filled me up well enough. And yeah, our dinner today is going to be another batch. So I need to get the slow cooker ready. It's still dirty from last night, so I've got to clean that and prepare my ingredients, and I'll show you what we're making for dinner tonight. So this is going to be a nice slow cook. I'm looking forward to it. So I've got some olive oil heating up there, and there's all my veggies in my crock pot. So I've got some mushrooms in there, some carrots and some potatoes. You can feel free to mix up the vegetables. I mean, it doesn't really matter that much. I know a lot of people aren't too keen on mushrooms, but I like them. I thought about putting onion in there as well, but I decided I didn't want it to have an oniony taste this time around. There. We've got our Scotch beef brisket, so that's the main event. So I've got a bit of flour with pepper and salt on there, so I'm going to coat that in the pepper and salt. We're going to sear it in the pan, and then put that in there and add, that's about 200 millilitres of beef stock. I might need a little bit more beef stock maybe, but I'll go with that to start, and if I need to add more, I can add more later, because I've got stock cubes, got loads of those. So yeah, just going to sear this up, get that fired in there, and then just leave it for ages until it's nice and crumbly and yummy. Oh, there it is, beef brisket, seared on all 6 sides. We've got some nice crispy edges. Boom. Alright, just got to leave that on low, for hours and hours and hours. And I'll just check back on it every now and then to make sure the liquid hasn't evaporated. If I need to add more stock, I can add more stock, but oh, that's going to be a good dinner. It's about 3:30, and I still think it's a bit early for my second Huel, but I'm feeling a bit peckish, so I've decided to have something which is extremely low calorie. I've got some pickles. I love pickles. So hopefully these will help to keep me going till I have my second Huel. Don't want to eat that too early, because the beef brisket's not going to be ready for hours, so got to slow cook it to perfection. We'll move on from pickles just now, and I'll have my Huel a bit later on. These worked out at an exact 50 grams, which is 19 calories, so it's next to nothing. So yeah, just been playing some stuff on my PC. I'm going to do some Assassin's Creed now and eat my pickles. Yummy. So I've only been playing for about an hour, so it's about 4:30 now, and I'm starving. So I'm going to have my savoury Huel just now. So the one I've got today, another flavour, is Madras. So a Madras is a fairly spicy curry, so I'm expecting this one to be quite spicy. So let's get the kettle boiled and make us up some lovely Madras. Right, our Madras is ready. This one is thicker than the korma one, closer in consistency to the Mexican chili, so it's quite thick. Smells spicy, almost smells like socks, which is good. A curry can smell like socks, as long as it doesn't taste like them, then it's okay. You do get that kind of socky flavour. Well, there's no socky smell to curry sometimes, but it looks nice. Smells okay, apart from the sock. But yeah, it looks to have the same consistency. Let's give it a go. Definite spiciness to it for sure. It's okay. Not a lot of flavour. Hard to describe exactly what it tastes like. It's there's not a lot of flavour to it. Yeah, it's definitely very spicy. I can really feel the spiciness to it, but as far as flavour goes, it's not as flavourful as the Mexican chili. So yeah, I definitely say the Mexican chili one is better. for sure. That's definitely my favourite of the three so far. This one's a bit plain, just like the korma one was a bit plain. Although this has the kick to it, which is nice in a way. But same texture to it with the chewy sort of grains. So it's alright. As long as it fills me up until dinner time, then it'll have to do. It's about 7, half 7. And I'll be honest, I'm absolutely starving. It's only been a few hours since I had my Huel Madras, but I'm really hungry. So I'm just going to have my dinner now. It hasn't been keeping me full today, the Huel, to be honest. Not even close. I've been quite hungry almost the entire day. And each time I've had the Huel, it's kept me full for maybe an hour or so. And then I've just been getting hungry again. So yeah, it's not doing it for me today. I don't know if that's my body rejecting it because I'm fat and I'm not used to it. Maybe I just need to spend more time on it and hopefully get used to it. But we'll see. We're not even halfway through the week yet, technically. So yeah, still plenty of time to make a judgment. But time to get some of that roast beef. This is gonna be good. Succulent beef. That's gonna fall apart. Oh, no meat claws this time though. I'm just gonna slice it as best I can, although as soon as I start cutting it, it's just gonna fall away. It's gonna be beautiful. So I've got my containers ready. I have judged that this would take about 6 portions. It might end up being a little bit more than that. For now, I'm planning for 6. So I'm just gonna leave the beef to rest for a minute before I start cutting it up. I'm just gonna divvy this all out. Obviously, it's kind of very stew-like, basically. It's basically just beef stock. I added another 400 millilitres of beef stock to that. And yeah, it's kind of turned into a beefy soup, which is very nice, actually, especially with all the beef drippings and everything in it. But yeah, that's going to be nice. You could thicken that up. You could pour the gravy into a pan or something and then mix it up with some flour and reduce it a wee bit to thicken it up if you really wanted to. But for my purposes, for freezing and stuff like that, I'm just going to keep it like that and have it more like a stew. But anyway, enough blathering on. I'm hungry. Shabuya! Beef with veggies. Yummy, yummy, yummy. So that's my dinner. I'm going to take one of these. I think then we'll go with this one because that's got the end pieces in it. Ooh, we'll take that one. Decant that onto a plate to eat for now. And the rest of these can be frozen and put in the freezer, which is where you put stuff that needs to be frozen. Lovely jubbly. I'm starving now. Decanted it onto a plate. Yeah, the gravy's very, very runny. Admittedly, it's not a huge plate of food, but it's only it's like just over 500 calories, so it's not bad. For the amount of calories that you're getting, that's worth it because the beef is so good. I mean, it cuts really, really easily. It's not as crumbly as I probably would have wanted it. Would have maybe liked it a little bit crumblier, but still, it's really good. Falls apart in the mouth as well, so lovely. Slow cooking a beef is one of my favourite ways to do it. Lovely. The veggies are cooked through, so they're nice and soft. They've got the benefit of the broth sort of cooked through them. It needs a bit of salt and pepper now. Just a little bit of seasoning to give it a bit more kick. I tried not to add too much seasoning at the beginning just because I don't want to. I've had occasions where I've over salted it and it just ends up being too salty. But this allows me to control what I'm doing. There's a mushroom. Mushrooms maybe ended up a little overdone. I'd maybe just put the mushrooms in a bit later in the process perhaps. But still nice, still edible. So yeah, this will fill me up for a while. And I've still got about 480 calories or something left, so I'll have something else to eat a bit later on, but for now, this is good. It's getting late and I'm pretty hungry, so I'm going to have a snack, or snacks. I've still got like 400 calories to kind of use up, so, and I'm hungry enough, so I've got myself a little Snickers, a wee packet of Sunny Dunked yogurt coated raisins, and a packet of roast chicken crisps. So that's my stack for this evening. Yeah, I'm hungry enough. I'm going to eat all of that. So yeah, that'll be the last of the food for today. And yeah, I'm not ready to go to bed yet, but that'll pretty much be it. And then we'll just conclude in a wee second as soon as I snap my fingers. I was just going to sleep when I totally remembered that I forgot to record the ending of this video. So today, how was it? It was okay. I was hungry for the most part throughout the day. Each meal didn't really hold me off for very long. It's always the same when you start on a new diet though, isn't it? You've got that 3-day hump. Third day you kind of would give up. So I think as long as we've pushed past that, tomorrow might be similar. Push past these 2 days, I should be okay for the rest of the week. But yeah, I was pretty much hungry the entire time. The Huel wasn't filling me up. So I had to have some pickles to get through. And then dinner was lovely, but it wasn't very filling. Just wasn't enough of it. I'd normally have like twice the size of the portion that I had. Or I would have extra potatoes or whatever. But yeah, not a bad day. I can't complain too much. So that was day 3 of Huel week. Tomorrow we go to day 4, and tomorrow will be in association with Snack Tube. So we're going to be eating something that's going to get reviewed on the Snack Tube channel as well for dinner, rather than making something for the batch. And then yeah, but I'm going to try some other flavours on the, or well, one other flavour, at least on the flavour boost for my Huel, and see how that goes. Right, well, thanks very much for watching, subscribing and liking the video, and hit the wee bell to get notification when tomorrow's video comes out, and yeah, subscribe and all that nonsense. And I will see you tomorrow for Huel week day 4. See you then.